Hi viewers, welcome to our new video. What if I told you that a coin most people ignore, a coin many have spent without a second thought, has been linked to $1 million worth? Sounds crazy, right? But today, we're talking about 5 US Sacagawea $1 coins, often called gold dollars, and some collectors believe that hidden among them could be coins worth thousands, even six figures. And yes, some online claims go even further, whispering about $1 million Sacagawea dollars still waiting to be discovered. In this video, we're going to uncover the full truth. Coin by coin, year by year, we'll break down their designs, their history, the rare errors that change everything, and every possible value in real dollars. By the end, you'll know which rumors are pure hype, and which ones are based on shocking facts. So don't skip ahead, watch till the end, because one of these 5 gold dollars might surprise you more than you ever expected. Let's start with our first coin. People keep asking a question every single day. Is this Sacagawea $1 coin really worth $1 million? Some swear they've seen screenshots of sales reaching insane prices. Others say a friend of a friend sold one and became rich overnight. And what makes this even more mysterious is that the year 2000 Sacagawea dollar is always at the center of these rumors. Today, we're not jumping to conclusions. We're going to take this coin apart piece by piece, its design, its history, its minting secrets, the rare errors, every realistic value it can have in actual dollars, and only after knowing everything, we'll face the truth behind the $1 million stories. Stay till the end, because with this coin, the line between ordinary and extraordinary is thinner than you think. At first glance, the 2000p Sacagawea dollar looks beautiful and powerful. The front of the coin features Sacagawea, the Native American woman who played a crucial role in American history as a guide and interpreter for the Lewis and Clark expedition. She is shown carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, symbolizing both strength and motherhood. Above her is the word liberty, a core American value, and just to the left you'll see, "In God We Trust." On the right side is the date 2000, along with the P mint mark, showing that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The golden color immediately catches the eye, and many people mistakenly believe this coin is solid gold. In reality, it's made of a manganese brass alloy over a copper core, but that golden look is exactly why this coin gained instant public attention. The reverse side adds even more meaning. A bald eagle is shown in mid-flight, wings spread wide, surrounded by stars representing the states. The words, United States of America, $1, and E pluribus unum complete the design. Everything about this coin was meant to feel bold, modern, and inspiring, a complete reset from previous dollar coins that failed to capture public interest. Now let's talk about the history, because this is where the story starts to heat up. The Sacagawea dollar was introduced in the year 2000 to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar, which had been widely disliked and confused with quarters. The U.S. Mint wanted a coin people would actually enjoy using. Because of high expectations, production numbers were massive. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced over 767 million coins in 2000. That makes most 2000p Sacagawea dollars very common. But here's the twist: when production numbers explode, mistakes often follow. And that's exactly what happened. Before we talk about $1 million rumors, let's carefully go through every realistic value this coin can have, because this part matters the most. If your 2000p Sacagawea dollar has been circulated, meaning it's been used, has scratches, wear, or dull surfaces, it is usually worth $1 to $2. If it's uncirculated and still shiny with no visible wear, the value typically increases to $3 to $5. Coins with strong luster, clean fields, and minimal contact marks can sell for $10 to $25. In higher mint state grades like MS-65, MS-66, and MS-67, prices can range from $40 to $300, depending on eye appeal and demand. These are normal values for normal coins, but this is not where the rumors come from. The real excitement begins with error coins. One of the most famous and misunderstood versions is the Cheerios dollar. In early 2000, the U.S. Mint placed Sacagawea dollars in Cheerios cereal boxes as a promotion. Some of these coins have a different reverse design, with much more detailed eagle tail feathers. These coins look ordinary unless you know exactly what to look for. A genuine Cheerios dollar can sell for $5,000 to $10,000, and in top-grade condition, prices have climbed as high as $20,000 to $25,000. Then there are strike and planchet errors. Off-center strikes can sell for $50 to $500. Broad strikes without a collar may reach $200 to $1,000. Double die errors, depending on strength, can range from $300 to several $1,000s. Coins struck on the wrong planchet are even more valuable and can easily cross $5,000. But now we arrive at the coin that fueled legends, the Sacagawea mule error. This error features the Sacagawea obverse paired with the reverse of a Washington quarter. This should never exist. Yet a tiny number escaped the mint. These coins are among the rarest modern U.S. errors ever discovered. Verified examples have sold for $100,000, $150,000, and even over $200,000 at major auctions. And this is exactly why people started whispering about million-dollar Sacagawea coins. So now, after knowing every detail, every value range, and every famous error, it's finally time to face the truth about the million-dollar rumors. Here is the honest reality. No confirmed 2000p Sacagawea dollar has ever sold for $1 million. Those stories are exaggerations, clickbait headlines, or misunderstandings of six-figure auction results. However, and this is very important, the rumors survive because some Sacagawea errors are genuinely life-changing coins. When people hear about $200,000 sales, they assume the next one could be even higher. So if you own a 2000p Sacagawea dollar, don't dismiss it, but don't get fooled either. Most are worth just a few dollars. A few are worth thousands. And an extremely tiny number are worth more than most cars. That slim chance is what keeps collectors checking their coins again and again. Let's move on our second coin in today's series. Is this another ordinary dollar coin? Or could this 2001p Sacagawea $1 secretly be worth a fortune? Some collectors believe that after the famous 2000 issues, the real hidden treasures moved into later years like 2001. Online forums are filled with wild claims, people saying they checked their change and found a Sacagawea dollar worth thousands, even whispering about million-dollar discoveries still waiting to be found. Today, we're diving deep into the 2001p Sacagawea dollar. We'll explore every detail, every possible value, every known error, and only after knowing the full story will we uncover the truth behind the million-dollar rumors. Watch till the end, because this coin plays a very different game than the 2000 issue. The design of the 2001p Sacagawea dollar stays true to the powerful look introduced the year before. On the front, Sacagawea is shown in profile, calm yet strong, carrying her infant son Jean-Baptiste. The word liberty arches across the top, symbolizing freedom, while "In God We Trust" appears on the left. On the right side, you'll see the date 2001 and the P mint mark, identifying it as a Philadelphia mint issue. The golden color once again makes people assume this coin is made of precious metal, but just like the 2000 version, it's a manganese brass-clad coin, not solid gold. Still, that golden shine continues to fuel confusion, curiosity, and rumors. On the reverse, the soaring bald eagle returns, wings spread wide, surrounded by stars. The inscriptions, United States of America, $1, and E pluribus unum, complete the design. By 2001, this look was already iconic, but something important had changed behind the scenes. Now let's talk history, because the story of the 2001p Sacagawea dollar is very different from 2000. After the massive rollout in 2000, public demand for the Sacagawea dollar dropped sharply. People admired the coin, but they didn't actually use it. Because of this, production numbers were dramatically reduced. The Philadelphia Mint struck about 62 million coins in 2001, which is far lower than the hundreds of millions made the year before. This lower mintage is one reason collectors pay closer attention to 2001 issues today. Before we talk about million-dollar rumors, let's carefully break down every realistic value this coin can have, because facts matter more than hype. A circulated 2001p Sacagawea dollar is usually worth $1 to $2. If it's uncirculated with light marks, values rise to about $3 to $6. Coins with strong luster, sharp details, and minimal contact marks often sell for $10 to $30. In higher mint state grades like MS-65 to MS-67, prices can range from $40 to $250, depending on eye appeal and grading demand. In top population grades, exceptional coins have sold for $300 to $600. Still normal, but now the real hunt begins. The serious value of the 2001 Sacagawea dollar comes from errors. Because fewer coins were made, some errors are harder to find and more desirable. Off-center strikes can sell for $75 to $500. Broad strikes may reach $200 to $1,200. Double-die obverse or reverse errors can range from $400 to $3,000, depending on strength. Wrong planchet errors, where the coin is struck on a different metal, are rare and can easily sell for $4,000 to $10,000. Collectors also look for die cracks, die breaks, missing edge lettering issues, and misaligned dies. While some minor errors sell for $50 to $150, dramatic and well-documented errors can climb into the thousands of dollars. And here's something most people don't realize. The fewer coins that exist, the higher the pressure on error prices when one appears for sale. So now, after knowing the design, history, production numbers, and every possible value range, we finally reach the moment everyone waits for, the million-dollar rumors. Here is the honest truth. No confirmed 2001 Sacagawea dollar has ever sold for $1 million. There is no verified auction record supporting that claim. However, the rumors exist for a reason. Collectors know that ultra-rare modern errors, especially mule errors, have crossed six figures before. And because Sacagawea dollars already produced one of the most famous mule errors in U.S. history, people believe another undiscovered one could still be out there. So the reality is simple but powerful. Most 2001 Sacagawea dollars are worth just a few dollars. Some are worth hundreds. A small number are worth thousands. And while the million-dollar dream hasn't come true yet, the possibility of discovering a new, never-seen error keeps collectors checking every single coin. Let's move on our third coin in today's series. People rarely talk about the 2002 Sacagawea dollar, and that silence is exactly what makes it dangerous. Whenever collectors chase million-dollar coins, they usually look at famous years like 2000. But experienced collectors know something most people don't. The quiet years are where the real surprises hide. Some believe that if a Sacagawea dollar were ever to shock the world with a jaw-dropping value, it wouldn't come from the most popular year, but from a low-mintage coin like the 2002 D. Today, we're uncovering everything about this coin. We'll go through its design, its history, its errors, every possible value in real dollars, and only after understanding the full picture will we face the truth behind the million-dollar rumors. Stay till the end, because this coin plays a very different game. The design of the 2002 Sacagawea dollar remains the same powerful and symbolic design introduced in 2000. On the front, Sacagawea appears calm and confident, carrying her infant son Jean-Baptiste. The word liberty stretches across the top, and in God we trust appears to the left. On the right side is the date 2002, along with the D mint mark, showing that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The golden color continues to confuse people into thinking it's gold, but just like the earlier issues, it's made of manganese brass over a copper core. Still, that golden look keeps these coins out of circulation and tucked away in drawers, jars, and collections. On the reverse, the bald eagle is shown flying with strength and purpose, surrounded by stars representing the states. The inscriptions, United States of America, $1, and E pluribus unum, complete the design. Nothing looks unusual at first glance, but coins like this don't become valuable because of what you see. They become valuable because of what went wrong at the mint. Now let's talk history, because the 2002 Sacagawea dollar exists in a completely different era than the early hype years. By 2002, the Sacagawea dollar had already failed as a circulating coin. The public didn't use it, banks didn't order it, and demand collapsed. Because of this, the U.S. Mint produced Sacagawea dollars mainly for collectors, not for circulation. The Denver Mint struck around 3 million coins in 2002, which is extremely low compared to earlier years. This low mintage is a major reason collectors take the 2002 D seriously. Before we touch the million-dollar rumors, let's carefully break down every possible value this coin can have. A circulated 2002 Sacagawea dollar usually sells for $1 to $2, although true circulation pieces are harder to find because most were never released. An uncirculated example typically sells for $4 to $8. Coins with strong luster and clean surfaces often reach $15 to $40. In higher mint state grades like MS-65 to MS-67, values can range from $50 to $300. In top population grades, certified examples have sold for $400 to $800. These numbers may not sound dramatic yet, but remember, this is before errors enter the picture. Now let's talk about errors, because this is where the 2002 D becomes dangerous. Due to smaller production runs, errors are scarcer and more desirable. Off-center strikes can sell for $100 to $700. Broad strikes can reach $300 to $1,500. Double-die errors, depending on strength and visibility, can range from $500 to $4,000. Coins struck on the wrong planchet are extremely rare and have sold for $6,000 to $12,000. Dramatic die breaks, retained cut errors, and severe misalignments can also push values into the thousands. Collectors pay close attention to edge issues, die clashes, and unusual surface textures on 2002 D coins because mistakes were more noticeable during limited production runs. The fewer coins made, the fewer chances collectors have to find replacements, and that drives prices higher. So now, after fully understanding the design, the low mintage history, and every realistic value this coin can reach, it's time to address the million-dollar rumors. Here is the honest truth. No 2002 D Sacagawea dollar has ever sold for $1 million. There is no confirmed record of such a sale. However, the rumors survive because collectors know something powerful. A previously undiscovered mule or major transitional error from a low mintage year could rewrite the record books overnight. So what does that mean for you? It means the 2002 D Sacagawea dollar is not a guaranteed jackpot, but it is a sleeper coin. Most are worth a few dollars. Some are worth hundreds. A rare few are worth thousands. And the possibility, however small, of a never-before-seen error is exactly why serious collectors never ignore this coin. Let's move on our fourth coin in today's series. Every time someone talks about million-dollar Sacagawea coins, most people look in the wrong direction. They chase the loud years, the famous stories, the overhyped coins. But experienced collectors quietly turn their attention to coins like the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar, because this is where expectations dropped, and mistakes often slipped through unnoticed. Some believe that if a Sacagawea dollar were ever to shock the world with an unbelievable value, it could come from a year like this. Today, we're uncovering the full truth. We'll explore its design, its background, every realistic value in dollars, the rare errors that matter, and only after understanding everything will we face the reality behind the million-dollar rumors. Stay till the end, because this coin is far more interesting than it looks. The design of the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar continues the same bold imagery introduced in 2000. On the front, Sacagawea appears strong and calm, carrying her infant son Jean-Baptiste. The word liberty sits proudly above her, while in God we trust appears to the left. On the right side is the date 2001, along with the D mint mark, showing that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The golden appearance once again causes confusion, with many people believing the coin is made of gold. In reality, it is composed of manganese brass clad over a copper core. Still, that golden color makes these coins stand out and encourages people to save them rather than spend them. On the reverse, the flying bald eagle is shown mid-flight, wings spread wide, surrounded by stars representing the states. The inscriptions, United States of America, $1, and E pluribus unum, complete the design. Nothing seems unusual at first glance, but collectors know that value is often hidden in the smallest details. Now let's talk history, because the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar belongs to a transitional period. After the heavy production in 2000, demand for Sacagawea dollars collapsed. Banks didn't want them, the public didn't use them, and circulation nearly stopped. Because of this, the Denver Mint struck about 3.7 million coins in 2001, a dramatic drop compared to earlier years. Many of these coins were produced primarily for collectors, not circulation, which is why truly worn examples are harder to find today. Before we reveal the truth about million-dollar rumors, let's break down every possible value this coin can realistically have. A circulated 2001 D Sacagawea dollar is usually worth $1 to $2, though actual circulated examples are uncommon. An uncirculated coin typically sells for $4 to $7. Coins with strong luster and clean surfaces can reach $15 to $35. In higher mint state grades such as MS 65 to MS 67, Prices usually range from $50 to $250. Top-grade certified examples have sold for $300 to $600, especially when demand is strong. Now we move into the area where real excitement begins: errors. Because of lower production numbers, errors on the 2001 Sacagawea dollar are scarcer and more desirable. Off-center strikes can sell for $100 to $600. Broad strikes may reach $300 to $1,200. Double-die errors, depending on how visible they are, can range from $500 to $3,500. Wrong planchet errors are extremely rare and have sold for $5,000 to $10,000. Severe die breaks, cuds, and dramatic misaligned strikes can also push values into the thousands of dollars. Collectors also carefully inspect 2001 coins for edge issues, die clashes, missing details, and unusual surface textures. These smaller errors might only bring $50 to $200, but dramatic examples can climb much higher. And because fewer coins exist, competition among collectors can be fierce when a strong error appears. So now, after understanding the design, low mintage history, and all possible value ranges, it's time to face the million-dollar rumors. Here's the honest truth. No confirmed 2001 Sacagawea dollar has ever sold for $1 million. There is no verified auction record proving that claim. The rumors continue because collectors know that Sacagawea dollars have already produced legendary six-figure errors in the past, and the possibility, however small, of an undiscovered major error keeps the dream alive. The reality is simple. Most 2001 Sacagawea dollars are worth just a few dollars. Some are worth hundreds. A rare few are worth thousands. And while the million-dollar headline hasn't come true, this coin remains one of the most quietly watched Sacagawea issues in the entire series. Let's move on our fifth coin in today's series. Whenever million-dollar Sacagawea rumors come up, one year refuses to stay quiet: 2000 D. Some collectors believe that if a Sacagawea dollar were ever to cross into unbelievable territory, it would come from the very first year of issue, struck during massive production pressure, when the Denver Mint was rushing to meet demand. Online stories, dramatic thumbnails, and exaggerated claims keep this coin in the spotlight. But today, we're not guessing. We're uncovering the full truth. We'll go through its design, its history, its errors, every possible value in real dollars, and only after understanding everything will we face the reality behind the million-dollar rumors. Stay till the end, because this coin sits right at the heart of the legend. The design of the 2000 Sacagawea dollar is the same powerful image that introduced the series to the world. On the front, Sacagawea appears calm yet determined, carrying her infant son Jean-Baptiste. The word liberty curves above her, while "In God We Trust" appears on the left. On the right side is the date 2000, along with the D mint mark, showing it was struck at the Denver Mint. The golden color instantly grabs attention and continues to mislead people into thinking the coin is made of gold. In reality, it is manganese brass clad over a copper core, but that golden look played a huge role in why people saved these coins instead of spending them. On the reverse, the bald eagle soars with wings spread wide, surrounded by stars representing the states. The inscriptions, United States of America, $1, and E pluribus unum, complete the design. At first glance, it looks completely ordinary, but value rarely announces itself loudly. Now let's talk history, because the 2000 Sacagawea dollar comes from a chaotic and ambitious moment in U.S. mint history. In 2000, the mint was under pressure to make the Sacagawea dollar a success after the failure of the Susan B. Anthony dollar. Demand forecasts were huge. As a result, the Denver Mint struck over 518 million coins in 2000. That massive number means most 2000 coins are common, but it also means the mint was operating at full speed, which is when mistakes are most likely to happen. Before touching the million-dollar rumors, let's carefully break down every possible value this coin can have. A circulated 2000 Sacagawea dollar is typically worth $1 to $2. An uncirculated example usually sells for $3 to $5. Coins with strong luster and minimal marks can reach $10 to $25. In higher mint state grades like MS-65 to MS-67, values often range from $40 to $250. Exceptional, top-grade certified examples have sold for $300 to $600. So far, these are realistic and honest values, But now we move into the territory that fuels legends. The real excitement lies in error coins. Off-center strikes can sell for $50 to $500. Broad strikes may reach $200 to $1,000. Double-die obverse or reverse errors can range from $400 to $3,000, depending on strength and visibility. Wrong planchet errors are especially valuable and have sold for $4,000 to $10,000. Dramatic die breaks, cuds, and severe misalignments can also push prices into the thousands of dollars. And then there are the coins that changed everything, mule errors. While most known Sacagawea mule errors involve Philadelphia issues, the massive production environment of 2000 keeps Denver coins under constant watch. A confirmed Sacagawea mule error is one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins ever sold, with prices reaching six figures, sometimes exceeding $200,000. This single fact is the core reason the million-dollar rumors refuse to die. So now, after understanding the design, history, production scale, and every realistic value, it's finally time to face the truth about the million-dollar Sacagawea dollar. Here's the honest reality. No 2000 D Sacagawea dollar has ever sold for $1 million. There is no verified auction record proving that claim. The stories you see online are exaggerations, misunderstandings, or deliberate clickbait. However, and this matters, Sacagawea dollars have already proven that they can reach life-changing values when the right error is involved. So if you own a 2000 D Sacagawea dollar, don't assume it's junk, and don't assume it's a jackpot either. Most are worth a few dollars. Some are worth hundreds. A rare few are worth thousands. And the extremely small possibility of a never-before-seen error is what keeps collectors checking every single coin.